Wow. My
But okay, so
apologies.
here are your groups for everyone again. Group A is Mexico, South Africa, South Korea, and the winner of the European playoff with Denmark, North Macedonia, Czechia, and the Republic of Ireland. Group B gets the Canada, the winner of the European pathway with Italy, Northern Ireland, Wales, and Bosnia, Qatar, and Switzerland. Group C is Brazil, Morocco, Haiti, Scotland. Group D is the US, Paraguay, Australia, and the winner of the Turkey, Romania, Slovenia, and how did I already forget you? I'm sorry. Um, Group E, Germany, Curacao, Cote d'Ivoire, and Ecuador. Group F, the Dutch, Japan, Ukraine, Albania, Poland, Sweden winner, and Tunisia. Group G, Belgium, Egypt, Iran, New Zealand. Group H, Spain, Cabo Verde, Saudi Arabia, and Uruguay. Group I, France, Senegal, and then IC playoff pathway one, which is Iraq playing the winner of Bolivia and Suriname with Norway. Group J is Argentina, Algeria, Austria, Jordan. Group K is Portugal with the DR Congo playing the winner of Jamaica versus New Caledonia with Uzbekistan and Colombia. And then Group L, England, Croatia, Ghana, and Panama. Right now, what is your appointment television group and what is your group of life? It's not necessarily the group of death, but which matchups fascinate you that you outside of your country you're supporting that you will be seated and watching all those games. Which group are you watching intensely there? I'm going to start with JD. You're looking at very intensely, so I'm going to start with you. What's the group that you see and you say I want to see? I will be seated for this group.
Group Group A will be amazing, beautiful. Then I would say France, Senegal, Norway, and Suriname group with Suriname, Bolivia. That would be good as well. And then England, Ghana, Croatia will be another good one as well. So I'm going to three groups at the start, but I'm going to do more games because 80 group will be good as well. So I'm going to do that as well. But those are the three groups I'm going with: A, I, and A, I, and L.
Okay. Mo, football. What about you? What are the groups that you're saying I want to be seated? These are my days off. I'm working around this for. What are the groups you see for that?
Yeah, even though I'm a Seco, so I'll probably say all of them, but C, H, and I, those are like my must to watch.
Must watch. That's fair. That's fair.
Yeah.
For me, definitely L for heritage reasons. But Group I mean, that's a lot of names. Group I is going to have a lot of names. And then don't count out the winner of that Bolivia. I think Suriname beats Bolivia, and I think the winner of Suriname versus Iraq, I think they can be in the group, and they'll be a thorn in the side of the sides. I don't know if they can make it out, but that group don't look out the playoff side. Don't look over and look past them. Group I's there, group L's there. I mean, Canada's group I'll watch for the Canadian reasons. Um, I'll throw in a like Haiti. Could you beat Scotland? Could you be more solid and be healthy and beats? Could you have a day and just like I'm not saying that you can't, but look, I don't know if they can. We'll see. The hosts have different groups. Like you said, Group A, JD for Mexico with South Africa, South Korea, and then the winner of that. I think that will be a fun group to watch overall. But secretly, the group I'm kind of watching that we haven't mentioned yet is Group. Did you say Group E, JD?
No, I said L. I think L is ridiculous. L is ridiculous because I think Ghana can qualify from that group. So with Ghana can qualify from that group, it makes it much more challenging because I know that Croatia will cause England problems, and England under pressure always fold. So it makes it an entertaining group.
Yes. I do agree. I do agree. So I think that'll be there. But Group E with Germany, Cote d'Ivoire, Ecuador, I think that's a solid level. And what Curacao decides to do in this group, I am curious to see. But I think those were for me. So for me, B, E, L, and then honorable mentions I. Those are the groups I'm watching. That I'll try to be appointment sitting to see what happens there, but we'll see what happens with it. Yeah,
I think for me, Brazil might be the C might be the most exciting group, because just thinking the way they all play,
yeah,
Brazil and Scotland, unfortunately, I know just a few of them, but they're more calculated, solid
Yeah.
in defense. So they'll be like a solid block. But Brazil and Morocco and Haiti, those are like teams that move forward, that want to score a lot of goals. And, have, I don't know, that purist in me, if I see everybody's trying to, like I said, punch them, playing with like nothing matters, because the only team that has to absolutely win it and make it far is Brazil out of that group.
Yeah.
The other three is like, we're going to show you what we have.
Yeah. And that's fair. Like, I think there's a point that comes to it, which is just, hey, like, I know, Steph, you brought this group, like, styles matter. Like, Seth brings up for Canada's group here, right? Let me get you here, which is all three sides against, for Canada's group are all low block counter attacking teams.
Ooh.
And that's something that Canada has struggled against. Like, Canada needs to prove that they can break down. Well, 2 out of the 3 teams have shown that they can do that, depending on what team number 3 is. And so I think that's something that they have to show they can break through. But now it's matchups. It's no longer, it's Qatar. No, it's stylistically, Canada doesn't want the ball. And these other teams we don't want the ball either. We want you to break us down because we think we can stop you. The matchups matter, right?
Mm-hmm.
And that's where it is. Like Group C, Morocco is just like Morocco. How do you want to play? We'll play that way.
Yep.
Right? That's Morocco. And so Morocco stylistically, like that's why we always call them designer. They'll design, okay, you want to play like this? Okay, cool. We can do that. Whatever. That's not a problem. And so I think that's where the matchups, now that we know the matchups, now we can say, okay, stylistically, like Group L, like I haven't talked about Ghana yet, but yeah, Ghana versus England, I don't think they'll look and be intimidated. I don't think they'll be intimidated by them, because I think their players like Kudus, Semenyo, they're not going to look and say, okay. Like I do this in the Prem every day. This is not going to be a surprise. It's the rest of the team. Can the rest of the team live up to that level? We'll see what happens. But now that we know, again, like we said earlier, now we can start to say, okay, here are the matchups that we have to look out for. Here's what we need to go through. And that's what this is about. You have until March. Everyone, for the most part, outside of MLS, USL, CPL aren't playing until, so the rest of the world pretty much are playing, and you either get into form or you lose your form. And we're gonna watch it. And once the March friendlies start to get announced, then it's really gonna be a fascinating conversation as to how we're preparing. But no, yeah, I'm liking this so far. I'm liking it because now I know what every team has to play against, and it makes things a little bit easier to digest and say you need this